going live. Hello, 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 and welcome back to Accolade Hunter, the show where we apparently wear hoodies. I'm not sure why we wear hoodies, but we do. It's cool. This was Sarah's idea. Tell her it's a bad idea, because it is. I like the cute hat, but that's not my fault. You do what your wife says. Anyway, we are here in the beautiful Star Trek Online, and we are doing our Shuttle Elite Challenge. And, of course, we're going to be looking for accolades. Before we do, though, look at the beautifulness that is our Stargazer. It's so cool. And it is T6. But we're not allowed to use that today. But I just thought you guys might like to see how pretty it is. And that makes me happy. Anyway, we need to decide a name for our Delta Flyer. I was thinking we could call it something like the Hunter, because we're Accolade Hunters. But then I was thinking something like, I don't know, Paris, because it's the Paris shuttle. I don't know. Pretty. It is pretty. You are right. We just call it the Pretty? I don't know. We'll have a think. Let's give registry. We're going to give it an NCC registry. And I know NCC. Actually, you know, when was the Whisper? Ooh, I like that. Perfect name. My precious. We just call it perfect name. Okay, there you go. Then we'll call it perfect name, and then people can just sort of imagine what the perfect name for it is. There you go. What shall we say? Bad baby. Hi, James. Hi, General Joe. General Joe, can you help me? I'm trying to work out a good registry number for our Delta Flyer for the challenge. Because I don't want to just call it 19. What should we call it? I think 128. What do you think? Give me some options. Also, I apologize for my bad hair. I realize I probably should have brushed it before streaming. Yeah, okay. Like the number. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4 is too obvious. I'm going to go for 86, 75, 30. Not sure what it's for. There we go. Boom, and then 1. Okay, and then we'll make it the, I don't know, the J, because we've got to love J's. There we go. Name changed. It didn't work. Oh, no, there we go. Cool. Okay, we are ready. So the mission we are currently on, USS Shuttle. Now, see, Lance, that does work, but I think perfect name is just such a perfect name that you just can't beat the perfect name. Now, 31, 41, 59. Now, that's also a good name, too. Right, we are on the mission Taris on Elite, so let's continue our journey. We're going to do a little bit solo, and then later on in the stream, if some of you guys want to join us, you definitely can. I feel like the volume's like really low.
The shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike.
Okay, I'm just going to turn you up, Spock.
Behind the destruction of the Romulus
There we
system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat that...
Let's go. The first 6. Jenny got your number. Oh, I like that. Oh my god, call it 359 Survivor. 359 Survivor. Oh my god, yes! 359 Survivor. Hello. Let's go. Something cool about playing this. Okay, now, before we start, I want to make sure we do find all of the accolades for this one. So let me just pull it up quickly so we have it. So Romulan Mystery is the Ark. And we are currently on the mission Taris. So let me scroll down to Taris. So we need to get enemies at the gate. Defeat those responsible for the Romulan supernova. No longer available. Wow. That's not helpful. Cool. Okay. Taris, second one. Destruction detective. Discover the cause of the Romulan supernova. That's what we get to do now. Okay. Cool. Let's go. So how has everyone's Monday been? Has it been a manic Monday? Did you start going manic Monday or anything else? Have you the same problem when I wake up? What, my hair? Yeah, I know it's bad, isn't it? I haven't just woken up. I don't have an excuse. I got told by one of the kids I teach today that your hair was messy. Yeah. That's how you know when your hair is messy. When you get told by an infant school child that your hair is messy. Yeah, it was Lucy. Wow, you're kind. You're very kind. Ah! Oh, hey, Cuffs. Join Helldivers and become part of elite peacekeeping force. See exotic life forms. I want to try Helldivers. It's very much like Halo ODST. That sounds fun. Wait, one of those kids told you that Joe's hair was messy. James, I took your thoughts for messy hair was just a look. Oh, I mean, yes, totally. My messy hair is totally just deliberate and not because I haven't brushed my hair. I mean, I did actually. It's very Starship Troopers. I mean, that's cool. I saw some people. I mean, I saw some people talking about it. Well, I'm glad people are being kind about my hair. Sarah, just because you're mean to me about the way I look, that doesn't mean everyone else has to be mean to me. Meanie. Ow. Oh wow, that explosion boosted me into my thing. That was actually really nice. Ow. Pain. Are there any other accolades? I want to see if there are any other accolades in the mission Taurus. So I've got a really cool list that has been donated to me by Fluffy, and I want to make sure I find all the things. Kill accolades, Roman Republic. I've got this huge. I really need to work out how to sort list. Okay, let's go towards here because Fluffy did such a good job. Delta Flyer is going to be jumping. Oh, it was only jumping because every time I click off the game, it goes because it can't cope with the fact that I'm clicking on another screen. So if any time you see my stream stutter, it's because I'm actually like clicking something on this screen. And it's like, no, I can't have you doing two things at once. I remember having hair. Hey, that just means you're closer to being Picard, TG guy. Never be upset about not having hair. Not when great captains like Picard exist. You can do a better cosplay of him than me.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taurus on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
There's a lot of destroyed planet here. Honestly, though, realistically, if we were going through the rubble of a destroyed planet, I feel like there'd be a lot more flying rocks around. And I feel like deflectors would be far more important than they are in this. Does that make Captain Johnny Bravo Pike mirror Picard, since it's the complete opposite? Oh, interesting. Like, so does Picard have, I think mirror Picard actually does have hair, thinking about it. I need to reread the comic. Actually, I have it next to me, the mirror comic. That's buried though. I'll have a look and see. The mirror comics are good though. The mirror next gen comics. Answer hail.
Your presence here.
Oh, that's rude. Well, because of that, I'm going to give you this and this.
The minerals in the planetary fragment will conceal the ship's energy signature. If we hide in the asteroids near it and mask our energy signature,
Sounds
I
good.
predict that Aranhu will approach to investigate further and be unable to detect us.
Something about being like really, really powerful as a little tiny shuttle is just very satisfying. I don't know about you guys. Have any of you guys done a full shuttle run of Star Trek
What happened
Online?
here? We were attacked by Starfleet 7 Jones. They appeared
James,
to
I got a lockbox ship, the Foliant Tarantula. Nice, good ship. Good choice.
Interesting.
Foliant Tarantula is, I mean, I like big ships, so the Foliant Tarantula is a ship that I have been tempted to get. I still haven't chosen what ship to get out of my reward from last year. To be fair, I haven't even chosen if I want Lobi crystals. I might get the Lobi crystals. And here's the reason. I really want to make a PvP build, and there's a ship that you can buy with... oh, ahead, Turcot. And there's a ship you can get, which is one of the VOF ships that gives you the really cool PvP trait, which is like immortal, which is like really powerful in PvP. And I feel like it would really up my space PvP abilities. I feel like I'm not too bad at PvP on ground, but I'd really love some better space stuff. Also, I'm looking forward to Jesse's tutorial on coming up on the YouTube channel very soon, where he teaches us how to keybind. That's something I've always wanted to learn how to do. Let's just get around, and then boom. Are you going to try and shoot me? I'm a shuttle, man. You missed. Oh, no, you hit. Well done. You're doing pretty well. I'll give you that. But that's all you get. I like being a powerful little shuttle.
These are the coordinates for the underground.
Let's hope so. Okay, so I have got the new weapon which came with the 14th anniversary bundle to try out on our new character today. It's always nice to try out new weapons on a character. Let's just check my traits. I also have unlocked the new trait which is Liberated Borg Kingdom. What's this do? So we get plus kinetic damage and crit severity with weapons every 2 seconds. Oh, that might be nice. I don't think I did, no. Is it doing something weird? I'm sorry. Let's go put on Lucky. Oh, I want to take Lucky off. Let's take off Limited Telepath. Okay, and we'll put on Borg Kingdom, Liberated Borg. Okay. Let's see how this goes.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't know what's going on there.
I will deal with that. No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
Send your guards. I broke Sarah's game. I'm dead. Please send help. You're dead. Okay, I quite like this new gun. It's cool.
They appear
I didn't move it. I don't know why it's done that. Sorry. That's really weird. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go find the entrance to the door, which is over here. You know, I haven't actually played the Ronin Mystery missions for a while, actually, so it's nice. Lord, James, you are breaking other people's games now. I wasn't trying to break other people's games. Gosh, Lord, you've been mean. Unlock the blast cords. Sigma. Access denied. Darn it.
It has been decades, and now the Iconians can restore all the...
Main logs. It's... Okay, there we go. Got it. And then... Omicron. Got it. Well, I failed that accolade, so that's fine. Follow Taurus. Recently Star Trek comic identified Picard's command between the Stargates and the Enterprise. Yes, I heard this. It stated he was captain of USS April. No ship class mentioned. How that's a TNG prequel is Tom Hardy Picard on April. Interesting. That's a good point. That'd be cool. I'm not sure how I feel about this new gun. I know it, it came with a bundle. It seems okay. I'm not sure about it though. Let's go there. Let's go see Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Okay. Sorry, Taurus. You're not going to enjoy me doing this, but... Yeah, I think so. Right, where's Taurus? Okay, we got her.
Enough. You have won.
Thanks,
They
Taurus.
were not.
before
Cool.
we leave.
Agreed. We've captured Taurus. Okay. This is obviously the problem with this mission. This mission has been edited like 20 different times. And let's go over here. Still not sure about the hoodie. What do you guys like the hoodie? Be honest. Are you guys fans of the hoodie? Okay, and then overload the circuitry, which is over here. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, down. There we go. Nice and easy. Done. Got a really weird staticky sound. It's like a little pop. Can you guys hear that pop? It's really weird. Don't know if it's just my headphones that's doing it. Not sure I'd use the hood, but it does seem to match. Yeah, see. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Set a course to the edge of the system. Oh no, it's Sealer. Oh god, I didn't see that coming. Who knew that was coming?
How nice to see you again.
Hi, Sealer.
Okay, this will help you do
Always a pleasure, Empress. What's that?
It's only XS games you can't put on your external hard drive.
Ah.
Taurus is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire
Tari's actions did not just impact the Rom.
Romulan people, and I demand you turn. You are a disappointment. Nevertheless, you can remove Taurus from the
You're not the kind of ally I need. I had hoped our people could find peace. Perhaps that's not possible.
I'm a powerful ally.
Apparently I'm just giving Taurus the Sealer here.
Transfer successful. Do you have any idea where they went?
Looks like
There we go. Let's go. Depart system. Oh, hey, Noz. How many board... Oh, no. No. 7 of 9, I guess. Doesn't make sense, but who cares? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, now I have news for you.
There we go. Let's go the vault. Oh, no, it's the vault. Okay, let's go. Vault, let's go. I should have got the cloak. Thinking about it, I should be using the cloaking shuttle, but at the end of the day, we had to pick a shuttle, and I feel like one of the Romulan cloaking ones is not really nice to look at. Okay, let's go to Starbase to get this thing. Okay, I've got leveled up. What do I get? Vulcan Engineer, male, Vulcan Science, male, or Tactical. Let's get a Vulcan Science Officer. There we go. And then we can maybe make a Spock at some point to come join our team. Whether we'll make him look like Zachary Quinto is another story. Turns to face Sarah. No? Nothing? Let's go. Docking procedures. Docking.
I think it's had the new optimization update.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll have to wait for the whole thing to do it.
Sorry. Okay. Let's go to the Admiral's office. I want Cybok. Bring the overly emotional Vulcans. I mean, technically, isn't Spock an overly emotional? Oh, hey, Desato.
Any questions?
No more questions.
Well,
Accolade! Woohoo!
I want to play my game. What you do to it?
I didn't do anything.
You broke it.
I didn't break your game.
Taking it off quick resume. If you'd left it on there, it wouldn't have wanted to update.
I didn't take it off quick resume.
You did. You kept messing.
Guys, if anyone asks, it wasn't me. Speak to shuttle. I have a shuttle. I've been doing this whole game on a shuttle. I do not need a random shuttle.
Oh, I gotta wait half an hour for my game then.
You know what doesn't require a half an hour update? Playing on your Switch.
I know, but I want to play on this.
I'm terribly sorry, Sarah.
It's your fault.
Is it my fault?
It says it's ready to start, and I clicked on it to play game, and it was like, no, we're not ready to start. And I'm like, why you tell me you're ready to start then? I'm so sad.
I'm terribly sorry, Sarah, that you were sad.
Obviously, this station isn't sensitive.
Okay, now there are two ways of playing this mission. Either we completely ignore these starships, or secondary opinion, we go and attack them. I'm going to attack them. I don't care that they've been alerted to my presence. They shall know the power of the shuttle. Actually, that reminds me, we actually have to get the accolades up for the vault. So let me just look at the accolades. Stop doing that. Paris, Mine Enemy, Frozen, Colosseum. Are there no accolades in the vault? I suppose it's just the code one, isn't it? Yes, Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins. Yes, my shuttle is overpowered. Is yours? I think not. What about you, Raider? Unlike you, my ship is tanky. James needs a haircut. Now that we can agree on. I do indeed need a haircut. I just drank a tub of double cream. Why did you drink a tub of double cream? Like, why?
This asteroid.
And more beard. Oh, so I need to grow my beard out, but I need a haircut. Yeah, I did shave my beard recently. It was getting too caveman-y. And Sarah informed me it had gone past peak Riker beard point. Once it's gone past peak Riker, you have to shave it and let it grow back again. Long beard, short hair. Okay, I will endeavor to fix that.
Looks like
Long hair, long beard. Isn't that just caveman? I thought we were avoiding caveman. Long beard, no hair here. Well, you must be wise beyond your years. Scan derelict ship.
indicate although
There we go. Science. Place the satellite in the maelstream node. Okay, we can do that. Let's go get this sample. I realise I haven't actually shot the asteroid like I'm supposed to. I love the fact that usually, you're supposed to use the shuttle and avoid the ships, but... I mean, yeah, if you can't have milk in your coffee, usually it means you're lactose intolerant. But interesting using double cream. But why did you need like 2 tubs of it?
Does it come in tubs?
Yeah.
Oh, is it double cream? Oh, double cream.
It's
yeah,
double cream. I keep my hair short because I'm balding, but no beard. I feel like I'm losing my hair a little bit on this side. But at the end of the day, I have a receding hairline, but just here on this side of my head. This side of my head here.
Oh, no. I don't know, you always have that slightly further back bit. I feel like that's where you got hit by the rock.
Oh, it might be when my brother brutally attacked me with a rock. That is a possibility. Go for Obi-Wan hairstyle. What are we talking? Are we talking episode 3 Obi-Wan hair? Are we talking episode... Oh, we're talking clone...
satellites in maintenance mode. You can pass through the net.
Nice. This is going very well. I'm enjoying how successful this vault run is.
Picking up some
Probably. Old man dessert style. Okay, give me a second. I need to go find...
Old man in the desert style, not dessert.
I was thinking of desserts, okay? I can't help it. Noz just said about desserts. It was good yogurt. Okay, now where are those guys living in the shuttle? Where are they? Where are the guys hiding in the thing? Okay, do I need to go to the door first? Yeah, I suppose I need to get the door code first, and then I can. Am I too high up? Yeah, I'm too high up. 1 sec. 1 second. I was thinking episode 3 or Clone Wars. Peak Obi-Wan vibes.
We've tripped some security systems.
Oh, go away. Your puny weapons mean nothing to me. Delta Fly Peak. Dip it in cream. Cream. Going to scan the bulk doors.
doors.
Okay, scan turret debris. That's the first thing to do.
This defense turret was hooked into part of the security network. There's a security code in its subsystem. Code
Now,
block
where
6750.
is that little shuttle flying around? I know it's over here. I'm not gonna lie, the getting into this place is probably the hardest part of this mission. And why I tend to not do the vault very often. Okay. Where is it? Maybe I'm too high. I might be too high up thinking about it. Because there's the entrance. So maybe... Aha! I was too high up. Wait, no. Was I too low down? Where'd it go? Don't do that to me! Okay, I'm thinking I'm too high up.
I'm reading life signs in some of these living quarters.
Okay, let's go back that way. Where was it? There we go. Hale Station. The site is derelict. Why? I'm ready to handle any trouble. Will survive. What would you have of me? I will consider. And what would they want? They want shield generator. Okay, let's go on a replicator. They want shield generator. Let's do 10 of those. Medical supplies. Was it provisions? I think that was the last one. And provisions. There we go. You know, for years I never knew how to do this. I didn't understand. You just need to. I have the supplies that you requested. Very well. Thank you for the information. There we go. And now we got to go find the other two things, which are from the other ones over here. One is higher up. Where is that thing?
The auto mod flagged something. What is it? What did it flag, Dave?
What? I don't know. It flagged something apparently. Where is I? From the looks of things, you'd think I'd never played this mission before, but I think the sad truth is I have played it a lot. So I'm kind of just, yeah, kind of making myself look bad. Okay, and that should be all the things. There's one more thing. I think it was right down below, like near the bottom, as far as I remember. How to tell I haven't been playing missions for a while. And this is the new attack. It's called Spinny Spin. There it is. It's over here. Cool. And that's all the nodes found, which means we can actually do stuff. Okay. I had 3 different shops to find real cream, but didn't have any added sugars.
This block of empty
Oh,
residences
nice.
includes a code key. Block 9904.
Okay. So that should give me all the password to open the door. Let's go. Try key.
Security key is on a rotation. That's it.
That's it. Well done. Okay. What's in the storage containers? Let's see.
Microgravity storage crates. Mostly construction supplies. No weapons or unusual energy signatures.
It is kind of remarkable that this station is so big, if you really put it in perspective. Right, let's get rid of these things. Boom. Don't think I've ever actually made it through these ray shields without actually hitting the ray shields. Oh, for Pete's sake. Get out of here. Has anyone actually managed to not get hit by these ray shields? I know that you can cloak and avoid them, but even when I'm cloak, I still manage to get hit by the ray shields. Right, let's go. Goodbye. Oh, Pete, I'm just gonna fly through the ray shields. I do not have time for this, chat. I do not have time. Flying through. There we go. Borg cube up above.
Us. That's a Borg sphere. The Tal Shiar must have used this base as a storage facility and research area for Borg technology.
It is cool, like seeing the seeing the size of a sphere,
Borg
like
sphere.
actually up close. Sort of gives you the actual size. So obviously in a starship, you don't really get the scale of Borg tech. So this was always a really cool one for me. I like this. I must admit, doing a full run in a shuttle does make this mission a lot less jaggedy, because it's sort of like, oh, I was in a shuttle anyway, so I don't get kicked out of my shuttle. I'm working on a deed that plat book number Wolf 359. Okay. Has a long ass description. I have manually copy and pasted. Oh, okay. That seems like a long thing. Okay, where are the cloaks from? The Scorpion fighters. Actually, I feel like the Scorpion fighters only come at the end.
Too quiet.
It's quiet in this area. Too quiet. Okay, let's go shut off the Therion reactor. And then get caught, completely unsurprised, by Obasek. Here we go.
This is disturbing.
So our intruder.
What are you doing
that
here?
Should be obvious.
I'm not an agent of
Did you know
Sealer.
Seela's mother was a human? And a
Starfleet is a
officer
peaceful
told her.
organization.
Your protest will do you no good in any
You must know Galactic Powers will not permit you to use following weapon.
that I have taken
How do
steps
you
to
know that
ensure
I was
that
coming?
Do you really think I would proceed with such a... I am afraid our...
Okay, let's go. Now, where are the shuttles? Where's shuttle number 1? There it is. Oh, I don't have time to deal with you. Get him. Target sighted. Here we go. Door is open. Let's go. Now back through all the security gates we just passed through. Hooray! But this time we're going to add shuttles shooting at me. Okay. Suffer. Now where's this other guy that wants to suffer as much? There we go. Okay, he's definitely somewhere. Do you really want to attack me? Fine. That's what I give you. That is my lack of caring about what you do to me. That is I have played this game to reach level 750, and I do not care about a level 15 shuttle or whatever level you're supposed to be. Neither do I care about you. I'm undiplomatic. Okay, you're hearing that too. I have no idea what that sound is. It's really annoying, and it keeps clicking in my ear. I don't know where it's coming from. I honestly thought I was going mad with that sound coming in. Okay, let's work out where it's coming from. I don't know if it's the mic. Give me a sec. Okay, still there, so it's not the mic. Is my cable? Okay. Seems to have stopped for now, so maybe I was a bit too close. Has the clicking sound stopped for you? It has stopped for me. Okay, you two need to go away. You also need to go away. Nothing as of now. Good. Thanks for that. I honestly thought that I was going mad with that clicking sound because it kept like coming up for me on previous streams, and then like it'd be disappear, go for ages. So honestly, I thought that maybe I'd just gone slightly mad. But it's good to know I wasn't going mad. Right, heavy Mokai Raider, boom. Do you really want to keep shooting at me? Do not insult the shuttle. Oh no, it's back.
Door locks.
Okay, is it my mic? Is it my mic that's doing it, I wonder? Oh, for Pete's sake, die. How did you miss that shot? Right. Ready? Dead. Oh, you actually dodged that shot. I'm kind of impressed. Also very annoyed. Oh, it's back. Why is it back? Do you really want to hurt me? I never heard a clicky sound. Oh, you didn't hear the clicky sound. Okay. I keep hearing. Okay, it's back now. That's really annoying. Why is the clicky sound back? Okay, I need to work out what's causing the clicky sound. Like, is it to do with the mic? Is it the cable of the mic? Okay, I'm hoping it's gone. Remember, I don't hear anything. Okay, I think I think it's gone. Maybe it's level. Maybe it might be my sound level. Actually, thinking about it. I'm just going to turn my mic down slightly. Maybe that'll get rid of it. Okay, my mic might be slightly quieter now. I'm hoping that gets rid of the clickiness. Examine abandoned fighter. Scan EPS conduits.
There's still power in most of the station. Some of these conduits are damaged. Keep an eye out for energy discharges.
Okay, now where's... Okay, the clicking seems to have stopped. So I think it was level. So if I'm a bit quiet, I do apologise. Okay. I don't know why their light warbird is guarding the end. Seems kind of silly. Because I can one-shot it. There we go. You got everything you deserved for trying to block my escape. Exit station.
Stop. Reinforcements have arrived and are...
We are approaching a nebula. Our shields will be useless. So good job, I don't need them.
Laza is signaling us.
Hey, Laza.
They're going to engage the Riemann ship, but they want us to take care of the fighters and plasma torpedoes.
Oh, okay.
Now in the micronebula.
Okay. Let's go deal with that ship, shall we? The one we were told not to fight, but we can totally more powerful than our actual ship to deal with. There we go. Okay, let's go find that ship that's supposed to be fighting that ship and tell them that their job is done.
That was quite an explosion. Probably from the Thaleron weapons carried aboard the ship. We're going to leave the system under high warp to draw off any reinforcements that might come looking.
And that, guys, is how you do the job of a ship that's supposed to do your covering fire. Okay, now we've got to go to DeSoto. Hooray! Let's go see DeSoto. Okay, enter the system. Oh, Miranda class. Sup. Now, the question is that guy a new guy? Or is that someone like me just doing a replay? An interesting question. You never know. Beam to station. Let's go see Desato. Jump. Go up and go talk to Desato. Hello, Desato.
Taking our next.
How dare you make me come talk to you in person?
Excellent work. We need to learn more about the conflict between Obus. I have new missions for you.
Right, mine
Alien
enemy.
Intelligence has decoded the list. I have
Quite
new
a
missions for you.
few accolades in mine enemy, so let's go get them. Obviously, with the science accolade, then we have the accolade where we have to go fight, save the Horta, and we have to look at all their stuff, a few different things. Let's go full speed.
You've stuck your nose in our business for the last time, Starfleet.
Rude.
All ships, attack! Attack!
Look, my friend Tendy said I could do this. Boom. There we go. That's one small fleet destroyed. I do not care about these fleets. These fleets should leave me alone. They do not know the power I resides within. The power of Palpatine lightning. And Death Star lasers, I guess. Oh my god, guys, I just realized we are Palpatine. We have Palpatine lightning, and we have Death Star lasers. We are basically Palpatine at this point.
This moon is private property. No solicitors, beggars, or Starfleet allowed.
Rude. This must be a really big shuttle. Look at the size of the planets compared to my shuttle size. The orbit of this solar system is kind of weird. Like, where's the star for this solar system? Like, where is this light? I haven't ever thought about playing this mission. Where is the light coming from?
Hello, my good friend.
Oh, hello, Matron. Who's coming with us? Let's get Lita to come with us. Come on, Lita. You dealt with Ferengi before. Let's go.
Did you need something? It's a long story. I'm a biochemist. This whole mine.
Do, 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 do.
You go into the mine.
He went into the mine. Please save my brother. I am overwhelming with siblingly affection. Running, 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 running. Still weird having this like large hoodie.
On behalf of everything, unfortunate, I don't really.
Right, let's go do the sciencey one, which I believe is the person over here.
I'm sorry. I need someone who is familiar with the technique. I've marked some coordinates on you.
There we go. Conduct geological survey. Let's go this way. Conduct geological survey. As a cat. Pruh. Conduct geological survey. Watch out for the scary dogs. It's okay, I'm a cat and they're dogs. They're not going to hurt me, right? Right? There we go. Let's return to the surveyor. I have good news. How's it going?
Thank you so much.
Accolade complete. Ah, yeah. Peace. Running. I'm stuck. How's everybody's day going? Hello, Madron. Let's go to the mine. The minor instability. I don't have time. There's a group there. Boom. There's a group over here. Boom. Change weapons. That's what this does. Boom. It's not got quite weak pushback. I'm not sure about it. At least it's a weapon we can claim in tutorials, so that it's going to be another arsenal for the tutorial, which is nice. And we go boom. Okay, I think they're all dead. Nice. Good work, Lita. Okay. So a campsite. Okay, let's get Lita. I think this is the only time you actually in the game use this feature. Boom. Lock in position. There we go. Hindle. You know, the amount of times that I forgot how to actually get her to stand there.
You are out of line.
Just read these logs. Excuse me. Don't mind me. Thanks. That's very rude. So we'll just read these. Too kind. Thank you. Why do people keep hitting me? What did I do? Interesting. Most interesting. Right, let me just send these. That should do. Okay. Boom. Probably. There we go. Boom. Any more ones I need to do? Boom. Boom. And boom. Here we go. I think we're going fairly well here. And boom. Nice.
I almost feel sorry for you.
Oh.
But I have my own neck to worry about.
Don't worry about me. Hi. Are you going to be a nuisance, are you? Okay. How about this? Thank you. What do you want?
Enough! The Remans know about this space? Are you sure?
It does annoy me that this early mission is like, you need to have a high diplomatic level to get this dialogue. I'm sort of like, hang on a second. Why? Like, if you're playing this mission, like, for the first time, like, think about it. If you're playing this mission for the first time, you literally aren't going to have your diplomatic level any higher. So why have this in an early mission, you know? I get it in later missions to give us optional dialogue, but it doesn't make sense for an early mission. I get it because it's obviously, you know, there from sort of early game, but realistically it doesn't make that much sense. Okay, hi guys. I'm just going to come in here and read some stuff. Nice. There's the other two journals. Let's go to read those. Boom. Okay, now let's go save the Horta. Look at all the Horta eggs. Leave the Horta alone. How dare you? Leave the Horta alone. He's cute. Actually, it would be a mother, wouldn't it? No kill. I'm not going to kill you. You're cute. I don't kill cute things. No kill. No kill. There we go. No kill. Accolade complete. Okay, it doesn't look like they've hurt any of the Horta's eggs, so that's good. Well, this mine is about to get like 200% more effective with all these Horta. Okay, unlock the door. And rude. Palpatine lightning. Palpatine lightning. You dead. Okay, let's go sort this console out. Have Hakeem narrated us for a little bit.
How did you find this place?
Just download this. Don't mind me. Just gonna download this. Cool. Let's go, leader. Oh, you guys are still alive. Good. Good to know. Right, come on, guys. Let's get you out of there. Like, I'm pretty sure I know one of your sisters. Right, come, let's go. Out the door. Let's keep going. There's a door over there. Keep running. Run, 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 run. And there is the door. I must exit. And back to surface we go. make sure I don't get dehydrated this stream. Right, let's turn into a can go see Matron. Poof. Hello.
My mind! What have you done to Tal Shiar?
I'm shocked.
And what's it to you? Unfortunate. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You've been real help, Matron. Oh my gosh, what? Okay. So, mine enemy, we've got to go to our shuttle bridge. Access library files. There we go. Mine enemy complete. Ah.
The Tal Shiar records you recovered show that Hakiv and his forces have been. I have new
Congratulations,
missions for you.
Lieutenant
We
Commander.
know from the information. I have new missions for you.
Okay, leave ship interior. It's a shame you can't actually have the Delta Flight interior. Or maybe you can. Yeah, might have to look that up. Right, frozen, let's go. Ugh. We are now on Frozen. And I'm not going to have to let this one go, I'm sure.
You should probably let it go, James.
You think I should let it go?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, maybe. Okay, so we have the science accolade. We're gonna get the like-minded accolade where we side with OverSec, and then we're gonna get we join with the Reman Resistance in defending their home against the Tal Shiar. We're not gonna go from the cease and desist one. It's an accolade we can get, but I don't like being evil. So there are some accolades I'm just like, I'm not gonna get that accolade because I don't want to hurt people. Alright, let's get the communications array up. Send signal and I go hide. Send signal. So to work, Captain. The Raymond Scout is in range, moving to scanning areas. Since confirmed, we're able to track them. Detecting a large build-up, sir. It's a Ronin battleship is decloaking. Captain, they're firing on the Riemann ship. We must help the scout, even though we technically put them in danger. I know it says ops, but I was just thinking there, maybe we said oops. Oops, didn't mean to get them in danger. Let's see what happens when I hit you with that. Well, that answered my question. You cease to exist. That works for me. Let's go. Not gonna lie, if the Delta Fly was this powerful in Voyager, like, you know, just stick the Delta Fly in front of Voyager and guide it home. Pop. I know, right? Imagine if the Delta Flyer really was this powerful. Just like, oh no, it's the Borg. One shot. Oh, that would solve that problem. Oh no, It's the... Here's another... it's the Vardoir. Boom. Destroyed. Oh no, it's species 847 too. Destroyed. Shuttle only playthrough. Yep, shuttle only playthrough. On elite. It's going pretty well actually. Like, you'd be surprised like how good the Delta Flight is as a shuttle. Not gonna lie, it's super fun flying. I must admit, the shuttle only playthrough actually makes. So the 14th anniversary. Do you want the lowdown? I would love the lowdown. I bought it, but I would love your opinion of the lowdown. So tell me, what do you think? So what are your thoughts? I mean, I saw that there was a T6 Constellation. I was like, I want it. So that's kind of my thoughts on the subject. I haven't played with any of the ships yet, though. Although, just for some prettiness, I do have a T6 Stargazer right there. Just look how pretty it is. It's so pretty. Yeah. Got my little Stargazer there, ready to fly around for a bit. And of course, our beautiful Delta Flyer is called, of course, the perfect name, because how could you not choose the perfect name? So what are your thoughts on the bundle, Mark? Tell me. Okay, beam down. Beam down. I hear the sound again. Is it back? No, not again. Oh no, not again. Okay. Does this weapon do any better against these jackals? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too sure about this gun that came with the anniversary pack. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it to do with the camera? No, I don't think it's to do with the camera. It's not to do with the camera. It's definitely something to do with the sound. Okay, I'm going to have to replug the camera back in. Boom. I'm not sure what causes it. I don't know if it's the charger. Let me fix the camera 1 sec. Deactivate. Activate. There we go. Okay, camera's fixed. I don't know what causes that sound. It's really annoying. Okay, let's run through. Where are those spiders? Oh no, we just have more beasts. I don't know if it's certain sound effects are broken for me, and that's what's causing the sound. Because it only happens on ground mats. Sounds like a whip. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like a... It's like a pop. It's really annoying. And it's not like it's there all the time. It comes and goes, and I think that's what's annoying about it. Okay. Use the mining laser controls. Oh no, but the mining laser isn't working. So I guess I'll have to find some parts. Okay, what is causing that? We fixed it for ages and now it's back. Okay, I'm going to see what happens if I unplug the laptop. Okay, unplugging the laptop, got it, put it away. As soon as we plug it back in, it comes back. So I think it's to do with the laptop charger. I think that's what it is. But unfortunately, because we're playing such an intense game, we do in fact need to go scan the laser itself. We do actually need to have it plugged in. Sad times. Scanning the laser. Boom. And then we're going to go this way. I'm stuck on a rock apparently. Let's go find the sciencey things. There's one. So spider's trying to attack me. I'll answer your question, but just have to restart my computer quickly. Back in a sec. Cool. Sounds good to me. There's one. There we go. And where's the rest of these crystals? There they are. I'll let my teammates kill all the bugs. Right, let's go over here and go make ourselves a little generator thing. To seek out new life and new civilizations, and then zap them with Palpatine lightning. There you go. That is the true Star Trek. Okay, let's go open the door. So our mining laser out. Good. Accolade complete. Let's get our little accolade. There we go. I honestly think it's something to do with sound effects in-game. I'm not sure what it is, though. So let's see what happens if I turn off, like, VFX sound effect. Play. Does that get rid of it? Like, was it a broken VFX that was causing it? No, because it's still there. What happens if I turn off all sound? Do I still get the popping? Okay, so the popping seems to have gone if I turn all the sound off, so I think it's something in the game. Okay. But I do want game volume on, so I'll put up with the popping for now, but it does seem to be a glitch with the game's volume itself. Oh no, there was a pop just then, so maybe it isn't. Weird. Weird popping sound. Okay, where's Obsec? I would like to talk to Obsec. Dum 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 dum. Where is he? There he is. Nope. There we go.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. My hope is that you are here. The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly.
I may not agree with your tactics, but
I'm glad you see.
There we go.
I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great.
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected. The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out. Commander Rashna,
Discord voice
transport
chat
the reinforcements
or
here.
Twitch
Tell them to
type
assist
chat.
our new ally.
You can come join me in Discord
I will
voice.
return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend
I will help
this
your soldiers.
base.
Please come. You may definitely come join me. I'm on the P1 server. You can come tell me on your thoughts on the bundle. Okay, I need to go help these troops. How would Twitch chat go? That moment that you accidentally turn off Twitch chat. There we go. There is a P1 Discord. Are you not on the P1 Discord? Do I need to invite you? I need to invite you to the P1 Discord. Arrest him. Disabled in transport inhibitor. I would do if the door is open. Which it is not. Right, let's go out the door. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just coming here. Yeah, give me a second. I will invite you on Discord. Oh, there you are. Boom. Invite to speak. Come join me, Mark. Keep me company. Hello,
Hello.
Mark. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing good, thank you.
Good, good, good. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. What accolades are you hunting this evening?
We're doing our full shuttle run, so we're trying to get all the accolades on in the Romulan mystery group of missions today.
Mhm.
So that is what we are doing.
Cool. Whose idea was the shuttle run?
I think it was Ken's idea, and it was from like 2 weeks ago. But we just sort of kept it going because it's actually like going kind of well. because the rule was, we could equip any weapon to the ship. So,
Yeah.
So it like flying a shuttle like seems like super hard, unless you equip it with overpowered weapons, and it just becomes like really easy.
So what did you? I see you got the Lance console or something like that. What else did you put on it?
So on the ship we have 2 parts of the revolutionary set, but the other 2 we have is the Tholian crystal set.
Yeah.
So every time we get a kill, we get we get crystals, and then we got the full 3-piece there, and then we also have the Maelstrom torpedo as well, but the event one. So we have the event Maelstrom, and then we have the Phaser Lance, we have the Plasma Storm, and we also have the Voth Power Subcore. So we have a big ship pet basically.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going pretty good. So what are your thoughts on the bundle? Go on, shed us some light.
Oh yeah, so I think the general consensus is that, well, I'd say the general consensus that from the reviews that I've watched from various content creators, the top 2 are like the Awani and the Atlantis.
Nice.
The Awani because the Type 7 shuttlecraft, they've got attack pattern beta and close-in sensor scan, so they do a lot of like damage resistance debuff on enemies, which works really well.
Nice.
That's giving like really, really high debuff. So essentially, they've become for elite content the best pets. I mean, probably even for for any content, they're probably the best in slot pet now.
Nice. Okay, well,
because of the debuff.
Which pet was that one from the Atlantis?
That's from the Awani, the science carrier.
Let me have a look at that quickly. Which one was
So
it?
they're the Type 7 shuttlecraft.
Well, there's a check off. There's the Atlantis. Where's the Avani? Was that the one that is the T6 Constellation? Is that the carriers?
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the hangar pet. Oh, here we go. The Type 7 shuttle. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so here they are, the 2 Type 7 shuttles. We have omnidirectional phaser beam arrays, and we have attack baton beta, and then close sensor pass. Okay, those are pretty cool. I like that.
So on, if you get them like the elite versions from the fleet, then they'll have a beta 3. But potentially the fleet ones might not be giving beta 3. They might just be giving beta 1, and we might need a patch until they're actually running the right one. But they're still performing very well, whatever the case.
Nice. Okay, might have to give that a try then.
So yes, the Iwani's really good because of the pets, and also it's got the console is incredibly strong as well. Because it gives like crazy firing cycle haste for like 30 seconds, which is actually a really long duration. So, I think it's up to 100% or something crazy like that.
Universal Fleet Power Network Array, plus 5% maximum auxiliary power, plus 3.2 Starship Exotic Particle Generator. Enhance ally and pets their control. To friends, up to 12 pets they control for 35 seconds, plus 50% to 125% weapon firing cycle haste. Scales with ox power every 3 seconds, 60% chance to apply 1 beam overload, cannon rapid fire, or torpedo volley. Wow, yeah, that's kind of good.
Yeah, so that's really, really strong. I think it's quite a bit stronger than like other haste consoles that were in the game before it. So that's really good. The ship itself is okay, I guess. It's like, I mean, this is just my personal opinions now, but I would have really liked it to have been a flight deck carrier because the lineage is a cruiser lineage.
Yeah.
And also just they generally perform a bit better. Science carriers are generally quite an underpowered class in the game as a whole.
Right. Okay.
Because they only have 6 weapons, like 3-3 or 4-2. But they have 2 hangar bays, so essentially, but they don't have a secondary deflector. So a science ship has a secondary deflector and can have like 7 weapons. So yeah, essentially, for the second hangar bay, it's given up 2 weapon slots. It's gone from 8 down to 6.
Right.
So it gains a hangar bay, and loses 2 weapons, but it doesn't gain a secondary deflector, because then that would almost make it too powerful at that point. So
Oh, I see.
it's in this weird spot where it's really hard for the devs, I think, to know what to do with it. So generally they end up just being a bit underpowered, particularly when you consider that flight deck carriers are 8 weapons and 2 hangar bays.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's workable. I think things like, I think the Jem'Hadar like Vanguard carrier is like a 4-2, which works a little bit better for like, you can then do like cannons plus some science abilities.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So 4 weapons at the front, 2 at the back, plus some science abilities actually works out okay. So yeah, anyway, my personal take is that I would have really loved that to have been a flight deck carrier, because we don't have any Federation looking flight deck carriers that have a modern aesthetic. We've only got the Disco Connie,
right.
the legendary and the lockbox one are the only Federation aesthetic that's a flight deck carrier with 2 hangar bays. So I think for me it was a little bit of a missed opportunity there. Particularly as we had a science carrier last year as well, with the like the Nebula variant, the Monitor. So I think they're a really weak ship subclass that's in a really weird spot. They haven't addressed like the weaknesses, like give it 7 weapons rather than 6, or something like that. So I think having 2 hangar bays shouldn't mean that you lose 2 weapon slots. I think it's too much. You've given up too much there in terms of how things balance out.
No, that does make a lot of sense actually. No,
yeah.
I think for me, I mean, I'm looking forward to like trying to use some of the some of the ships, like making a build out of them. Like I'd really like to try some of those ships. There we go. So that's priority target. That's done. Cool. Like I never get a chance. I mean, I really wanted to try the Constitution, obviously, because you know you got to love the Stargazer. Guys, let me out. Let me out. Call it. Let me out. There we go. But I'm just not sure. I've got the ships in the bundle now. I'm not quite sure. Like, do I like scramble a load of the bundles together? I'm thinking I want to like, you know, I want to do a new PvP build. I want to do a new DPS build. So I'm gonna have to do some research. I know Oggy has released a load of new videos with a new build, so I might take a look at those. But I really want to do a project where I create my own build, because so many times I copy other people's builds and I don't really ever make my own. So I want to see if I can, like, you know, create my own build that works, you know. But
for sure.
We'll see how that goes. Operations change status to off. There we go. And done.
So I think that the individual ship wise, the Iwani on balance is good, but it's mainly good because like the pets are really strong and the console's incredibly strong, but the ship itself is okay. I mean, people will use it as a support platform, but it doesn't really stand on its own too well. If you're gonna not be a support player, if you're gonna try and be like the main player, doing the damage or whatever, then it does struggle from that point of view. So for me, missed opportunity to have a modern Federation aesthetic flight deck carrier, particularly considering that the rest of the lineage T6 and under is cruiser. So they've gone from like a cruiser lineage to a science lineage, when a flight deck carrier is more cruiser engineering focused.
No, that makes sense.
So yeah. The Atlantis is it's really good. It's a destroyer with temporal primary and intel secondary, so you can run recursive shearing 3 in the commander slot, with beam overload 3 in the lieutenant commander slot, and then you can run override subsystem safeties 3. So it's a really good beam overload platform, because both recursive shearing and override subsystem safeties are really strong for a single target build. Well, recursive is really strong for single target build. Override subsystem safeties is really strong for energy weapons, so it's just a really good synergy, essentially.
No,
so that's very good.
Cool.
And then it's got a really strong starship trait, which beats out a lot of the other starship traits that give you energy energy weapon firing cycle speed. So like Calm Before the Storm gives you a firing cycle haste. Overpower and Overgunned Starship trait gives you a firing cycle haste, and so does like the one from the temporal destroyers. No, not destroy. Not the temporal ones. Whichever the warship ones are, which have like Heart of Soul and Pride of Moran and things like that, they've got a firing cycle haste. Essentially, this one kind of beats those out because you get 100% firing cycle haste for 5 seconds, and you can trigger it every 15 seconds. So on balance, it's like a 33% firing cycle haste buff. Whereas, I can't remember what Calm Before the Storm is exactly, but I think it's like a 33% haste every 30 seconds. So it's like a 15% firing cycle haste on Calm Before the Storm, and it's similar for Overpowered and Overgun. So essentially, the firing cycle haste trait from the Atlantis is probably about twice as good as other firing cycle haste traits.
Okay.
The only caveat to that is that you have to activate a certain ability to proc the firing cycle haste. So you have to time it. You have to time it, and you have to activate an ability at a specific time for it to work.
So keybind's going to be quite important with that, then, you think?
Yeah, you just got to time it. So like you don't want to hit it just as you're turning away from an enemy, because then you'll use it up. You're not shooting at anything, or you don't want to use it like just as something's about to die. Well, actually, that probably doesn't matter too much. But essentially, if you're turning and you're not facing towards anything when you activate it, it's a bit of a waste. Whereas Calm Before the Storm, you just kind of like let it do its own thing, and it just does its own thing. You don't have to manage it. So yeah, so that's the Atlantis. It's a really nice, strong beam overload platform, but will also do any energy weapon build you want to just fine. And the Starship trait is like, potentially a meta trait for energy weapon builds.
Oh, okay. I might have to use that trait then. There's so many of the. I mean, it looks like a sick ship.
What is it? Is it E.G. Henry or something like that? He did a really nice job with the Atlantis. And I really like the Iwani aesthetic as well, a lot.
The Chekhov looks really cool as well. I like the look of Chekhov.
I think, I like the Chekhov. For me, the saucer is a bit too much hammerhead. And so I personally prefer switching out the saucer for the TNG saucer, and then I think it works really well. But yeah, but that's fine. So the Chekhov is pretty good. The science ship is pretty good. It's Intel primary, temporal secondary.
Right.
Which is good because science likes to make anomalies, and both Intel and temporal, you have abilities that create anomalies, which will get more spore infused like electrical pulse waves out. But it does have a locked Lieutenant Commander tactical, so it's you're kind of going to have to probably do some science torpedo with it.
Right.
So it's not like it's out competing. So I think at some point everyone is hoping for, fingers crossed, something that will do as well as the Verne, but can be part of a legendary pack or part of a bundle that isn't a MUD's bundle.
Yeah.
So to do that, you would need either all universal seating with temporal primary, like a temporal scout ship, which you can get from the fleet, but it's not an account unlock. So I think, so that's one option. So essentially, the Chekhov doesn't really quite. It's not completely top tier. It's like it works just fine and works quite well for EPG, but it's not like meta defining or anything like that.
No, that makes sense to me.
And then the Princeton Miracle Worker Cruiser with Lieutenant Commander command. So you can, and it's 4/4. So you can do Miracle Worker things and buff your energy weapons, and then the Lieutenant Commander command, you can have Suppression Barrage 1, So it's maybe useful for like a DPS tank, like you try and do damage and tank at the same time.
Okay.
But in all honesty, any good tank is a full command ship that has suppression barrage 3 and not 1. So it's not. Yeah, the Princeton is the weakest one out of the 4. Definitely.
What about the Tal Shiar ship that came with a bundle?
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I'm not sure if like they were originally planning on the Parliament, and then there was like a bit of feedback that people didn't think the Parliament was good enough, and they were like, okay, well let's go with something else then. Not realizing that probably the Tal Shiar would be less well received even than the than the Parliament.
I mean, I would have been like, if they didn't given us the Parliament, I think everyone would have been happy. Peekaboo, hey Wayne.
Well, I mean, Spencer put out a video a week or so beforehand saying the Parliament is like, which is true. He was just being fair and balanced about it, but it's like pretty much one of the weakest cruisers in the game, like modern cruisers with Miracle Worker seating.
Right.
Because it doesn't have, I think for the tactical, it has like a Lieutenant Tactical and I think a Lieutenant Universal. So you can't get a rank 3 firing mode ability with it.
Right.
And a couple of other things. So it's weaker than the original Miracle Worker cruisers that first came out, like the Tucker, and the the equivalent ones from the Romulan one. So it's weaker than that. And obviously a lot weaker than the Gagarin. So it's a lockbox ship that is considerably weaker than Zen Store similar
counterparts.
So really, that was kind of the problem. Was it's like, well, in the previous years, in the 12th and 13th, the lockbox ships that have been added give something to a particular playstyle that is that is really quite strong, and that is usually a single character. So in the 12th, we got the Mirror Strike Wing, which gave a superior air denial starship trait account unlock, which is really good for buffing hanger pets, and also for the general damage resistance debuff. And then in the 13th, originally they gave us like the Mirror Crossfield, but because it was so similar to the legendary Crossfield that a lot of people had from the 10th, then they got quite a bit of kickback. Then they added the sticks, and the sticks is like the best tanking platform in the game. And until the Iwani had the best pets for tanking with that you can only equip on the sticks. So it's like both in the 12th and the 13th, the lockbox ship that they ended up with was had its own strong, selling point essentially. Whereas the Parliament, other than its aesthetics, doesn't. And the Tal Shiar Adapted definitely doesn't have anything about it that's appealing. It, in my opinion, its looks aren't appealing. Its setup and performance aren't appealing. The trait and console isn't good. So it doesn't have anything good about it, unfortunately.
It does seem like an odd ship to have with the bundle. Because I'm not sure what it has to do with War 359.
I mean, my impression is that maybe they got the feedback that the Parliament, from a couple of different, not from everyone, but from a couple of different areas, they got feedback that Parliament wasn't going to be good, and then they were like, right, well, let's preempt that and put something else in, and then they're like, oh, what else can we put in? And then I guess they were a bit stuck for options in the lockbox of what they could put in, because a lot of the other Borg stuff is either too new or it's already in a MUDs bundle. Like the Juggernaut, I think, is already in a MUDs bundle. So they're a bit stuck. In my opinion, the Parliament, what they should have done, because I had a look through all the lockbox ships.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, what fits the War 359 theme?
Yeah.
And the only one that fits it really is the Parliament. I mean, you could, you can look at things like the Sagan and the Excelsior 2. The Excelsior 2 is too new and too much of a seller for them to want to put it in, really. The Sagan doesn't quite fit because it's really a Picard era design, and it's too. Sorry, go ahead.
Putting in the Excelsior 2 wouldn't that make more people buy their bundle?
It definitely would, but I think what they're probably wanting to do is to balance profit from lockboxes with profit from Zen bundles. And on balance, do they think which one will we get more profit from?
Probably lockboxes.
Yeah, and if it's too recent a release to the lockbox, they're probably thinking, right, well, this is one we want to keep in the lockbox from a profit point of view.
That makes sense.
So I think the Excelsior 2 would have been an option, but it was too new, so it's off the list. And then I think the Terran warship is a Connie variant that doesn't really quite fit the visual, but you could have, at a stretch, said, well, there's constellations at War 359. So I think they could have gone for that, and that definitely would have been a seller for them. But again, maybe they think, well, that sells lockbox too much. So I think I went through all the options, and I thought, well, either they're too much of a seller for the lockbox, and so they don't want to put it on account unlock, or they just don't fit the theme. So I think the Parliament was the one that visually fit the theme the best. But the main problem was that it doesn't perform very well. So in my opinion, what they should have done is put the Parliament in and then just made one stat change, which would be, I think there's like a Lieutenant Commander Science seat that's locked. So they should just have made that a universal seat, and then that would have meant that you could now get a rank 3 firing mode on the Parliament, and then it's automatically like now appealing. So with that one simple change, then you would have got a much more favorable point of view from the people who are looking at getting things from a more performance perspective. So
So 1 second. First of all, hello Martin, welcome. Secondly, we're talking about the Wolf 359 14th anniversary bundle. Yes, we're just talking about we're talking about the weird choice of ship at the moment that they chose for the option. Obviously, we got the Tal Shiar Adaptive Destroyer. I don't know much about this ship, but we were basically talking about like why they chose this one. And DPS talk, yeah, we're sort of just talking about what we think might have been in the bundle and why we think they changed to the Romulan Adaptive. That sort of thing at the moment. It's Nero ship. Oh, it's Nero ship. Oh, that actually makes total sense. Wait, is it Nero ship?
I don't think it is. I think it is slightly different from that.
No, because Nero had it's not Nero ship, is it? Doesn't it kind of?
It is slightly different, but it looks very similar.
No, is it supposed to be Nero ship? Because
I don't think it is.
His ship is a mining. Check the.
Yeah,
weapons.
I mean it's definitely got things based off the theme of Nero ship. I don't know if it's the exact. Just have a look at the variant option and see what are the options you can change the skin to. In the top.
Okay, well there's only 2 options. I mean that kind of does look a bit closer.
It does come with the Nero missiles. It absolutely does. But I asked the same question as well in the Discord, and someone said to me that it's not. It's not exactly the same one, but
okay,
I don't know.
Well, let's solve this argument once and for all. Let's look up Nero ship.
Look at the wiki.
Okay, so it's not quite. Sarah's just given me the concept art. It's not quite. If there was a top layer to it, let me pull up Nero's ship. I need to be able to show everyone. So let's go here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it over. This is our adaptive destroyer. This is Nero's ship. So as you can see, his ship is like his is supposed to be a mining ship, wasn't a Tal Shiar ship. So it's definitely got some similar angles to it, but I definitely think that they're going for Nero vibes, but it's definitely not Nero's ship. Because if you think about it, Nero. Okay, so some people are saying that you can really see that it's supposed to be a similar. I mean, maybe it's a ship of the same era, isn't it? There's more skins. Okay, how do we get more skins? Now tell me more. How do I get more skins for it? Do I have to buy more? I'm not buying more bundles if that's what it means, or is it like a T5?
Somebody said that was the tier 5 skin.
Okay. Let's go that way. The other one is similar too. They're both kind of similar to Nero ship. I mean, I am surprised we don't have Nero ship in game. If I'm going to be completely honest, like it wouldn't be that much bigger than other ships. So, I mean, it would make sense that this ship has the Nero weapons, but I'm still not quite sure what it's got to do with Wolf 359. That's the only thing I will say.
Yeah, I think there was maybe something about in the Wolf 359 project. I mean, someone mentioned this is just a bit secondhand, that there was in that what they wrote in that Wolf 359 book, which does have a bit of retcon already because they put the Parliament class in, and the Akira class in as an NX, as an experimental ship. That the Romulans were like watching nearby in like a cloaked ship or something like that. But that is very much sort of, in my opinion, that's not really like alpha canon. That's kind of almost, fan. Yeah, I don't know what I call it, but it's definitely not alpha canon.
Well, it's beta canon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more beta canon, but more of a stretch, I think, than isn't there something about like the Klingons trying to help the Starfleet reinforce or something like that, but then they don't turn up in time or whatever. I mean, anyway, whatever the case, it is out of place, and I think that they were a bit stuck because, as I say, if I go through the other options they could have done, like Excelsior 2, I think the main two options that would have made sense would be an Excelsior 2 because there were Excelsiors there, even though it's a modern take on the Excelsior 2. It's like the Picard skin.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then all the Constitution Constellation warship, because it's not in any bundle, whereas the other Connies that are lockbox are already in Mud's bundle, both the temporal light cruisers and the Miracle Worker flight deck carriers. So the only thing is that you could, at a stretch, put the warship in because it's going to sell the bundle and it's going to be good from that point of view. But visually, it doesn't fit because the Connies that are at Wolf 359, I think, are more like the TMP.
Yeah.
Or more like the TMP skin. So they're a bit stuck from that perspective. So I think they were potentially a bit stuck to get a ship that, and then there's the World Razor, which would have fit, but it's too new again. So they're a bit stuck to find something that would be on theme, but wasn't something that they sell really well in a lockbox. So yeah, hence why I say that I think the Parliament probably was the right choice, but only if they were to tweak the stats to like bring it up a little bit in how well so that it's actually not just worse, so that it's the same as, or maybe slightly, or maybe even slightly better. I'm not really entirely sure, but at least the same as, or performing better than like Zen Store, Miracle Worker cruisers.
What I will say though is, and quite right, that we have T6 Constellation. Woohoo! Yeah, that's all. To be honest, at the end of the day, the Romulan ship is, just. I don't really have many Romulan ships, so to be fair, although it's not like a good one when I do a Romulan tomb, at least I'll have something on theme. I mean, what that's a good point. What Romulan ships do I have? So I have the Romulan Dideridex.
Probably got the legendary the legendary bundle, right? So you got the Scimitar.
So I got,
and you've also got the legendary Valdor as well.
Yeah, and then I've got the Adaptive.
You've got all the main ones, really. The main. So you've got all the good-looking ones, and the Tal Shiar ones, like just there.
It's just there to say that I have a Tal Shiar ship. To be honest, at least I can say I have a Tal Shiar ship.
So I think the problem that with the 14th versus the other bundles, it is the weakest bundle in the last. Yeah, it's the weakest anniversary bundle in the last like 5 or 6 years or something like that. I think because you've got the 12th and 13th were good. The 11th was. Probably was a weaker than the 10th, 12th, and whatever. But anyway, and then I think before that was maybe like the Gamma Vanguard pack, which was actually not bad at all. So yeah, the 14th as a pack is sort of would be the least to recommend, really. But the good thing is now that they let you get individual ships, so the individual ship purchase wise, two. If you get, it depends. I think if you're going to buy 3 with Zen, at that point it makes sense to get the whole pack because you get a T6 token and things like that. But if you're only going to get 2 of them, then I wouldn't get the pack. And if you've got T6 tokens to use up, then potentially still getting 3 is probably still okay, value wise. So it depends how you're going to acquire the individual ships. So Yeah, the difficulty is that the selling point for the bundle is usually that lockbox ship, and this is the weakest
lockbox ship.
So previously, like the 10th, it's got lots of ships, and they're all hero ships. The 11th, it's got a decent amount of ships, and some of them are quite strong. And then 12th and 13th, they're not legendary anymore, but you were getting a lockbox ship with it, with the 12th, and then with the 13th. They weren't called legendary, but they were as strong as legendary ships.
So why have we got rid of the legendary ships? Why does it feel like we had legendary ships and now we got rid of them? Well,
we still have them, but then they're more coming in like 2-ship bundle packs.
Yeah.
Like which was like the legend. Like, so I think the first time they did the 2-ship bundle one was probably the Scimitar and the Dodera decks, right? They did 2 in that one, and then after that they did. I can't remember the next one, but like the legendary Akira and Valdor is another 2-ship legendary bundle, and then the legendary Inquiry and the Bortesque is another 2-ship legendary bundle. So it looks like what they're doing at the moment is legendary ships are coming in partway through the year in packs of 2.
Yeah.
For like 7,800 Zen on 35% discount, which isn't bad in all honesty, as long as they're pretty decent. So I think they probably just ran out of. They wanted to, with the anniversary ships, they wanted to do something, I guess that was Federation, but they couldn't call them legendary because a lot of the Federation ships that they wanted to do something with already had legendary versions. So in the 12th, you had an Odyssey, already a legendary version. You had a Defiant, already a legendary version. You had a Galaxy class, already a legend. So all 4 of the ships in the 12th were variants of ships that already had legendary versions, so they couldn't go legendary. So they started to break it at that point because they wanted to remaster the Terran versions for the story arc.
Yeah. And
also and then use those skins in the bundle, so they're doing double duty. So they couldn't call them legendary. So generally, legendary ships are, you get all the traits and the bundles and stuff, but also they came with Commander.
Every look.
So it came with Commander, a full specialization, and then a Lieutenant Commander secondary spec. In general, not all of them, but in general, a Lieutenant Commander secondary spec, which used to be something you'd only get in like lockbox ships. Like 2 separate specialization. Well, 2 specialization. One a commander level of specialization, and then a second specialization to lieutenant commander was something you would only get in lockbox ships.
Right.
Until recently, but now with the power creep, the legendary ships, you could get Zen store ships that had like lockbox level of power, which was, commander main specialization and lieutenant commander secondary specialization. So when we went to the 12th, it kind of went down a little bit. It was full specialization and then a secondary at lieutenant level, which was a bit of a downgrade from a legendary, of it being lieutenant, the secondary seat being lieutenant commander.
Right.
I don't know if that makes. So essentially, essentially lockbox ships in general. Commander, one type of specialization, lieutenant commander, another type. Okay, in the Zen store, that wasn't available really until legendary ships came out.
Right. Okay.
And then you got that level of lockbox power in a Zen store ship.
Oh. Okay.
But then when they went from the legendary in the in the 11th to the 12th, they were less powerful because they had a primary commander and a secondary was lieutenant. So they went down like 1 seating level of the secondary seat.
I see. That makes sense.
But then when we went to the really surprising thing about the 13th was that it was legendary grade ships. So they were legendary in all but name alone, essentially, because they had a full specialization of 1 type in at a commander level, and then they had a secondary specialization seat at lieutenant commander, but they were also different specializations. So rather than it being like miracle worker one and miracle worker the other, it would be one is miracle worker, one is pilot, or something like that. So that's another thing that makes it more powerful, is having specializations that are separate and not the same one on the same ship. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of a by the by, really. So essentially, So really, at the end of the day, the problem with the 14th is the lockbox ship that they put in didn't create any added value
to the bundle. So
to the
basically,
bundle.
it was just here's your ships and here's your little bit. I mean, I'm not too sure about the weapon that they've given us as the account unlock either, to be honest. Like, I mean, it's another thing for me to toy around in the tutorial with, which, as you know, I will be very grateful for. But, what someone said? There is a pattern in this game about DPS ships. Most of the beautiful ones are ugly. Okay, the best ones are ugly.
Or if you want it to be, if you want it to look good and perform well, it's very likely to be in lockbox, like the World Razor. Though that one only looks good when you put the original Galaxy skin on it, in my opinion. But
I see. But it is a good shit, the World Razor. I still need to decide what I'm going to do with my next build, to be honest. Oh, I'm a cat in the cutscene. Nice. Unskippable cutscene.
That's pretty hilarious, isn't it? The cat's in the cutscene.
I love getting the cat in the cutscene. It's just so good. So, did you pick up the bundle yourself, by the way?
No, I used the T6 token that we got for free in the anniversary, and I got the Awani, and that's all I've got so far.
I didn't think that worked. You could use the tokens on new ships.
It allowed me to do it. Yeah, it was fine.
What? Okay, that's pretty cool.
I think some of them were locked to newer stuff, but I can't remember which ones they were.
Okay.
Yeah, so I probably will get the Atlantis at some point.
Yeah.
But so I'm just going to get those two. So I've already got like science ships that would do just as well as the Chekhov from the Zen store or whatever. So yeah, so I just got the Awani mainly because of the console and the pets, which will run quite nicely on my legendary Akira.
Nice.
So yeah, and then last year I only got the Hydra. I didn't get anything else.
Right.
Because I'm not like super interested in torpedo builds, which the Eagle is like the best torpedo platform at the moment. And then the other two, the Monitor, again, not really great, and the Sirius Command Dreadnought thing. I've already got the legendary Gal-X, so I didn't really want another Gal-X. And I didn't really have anything. It wasn't really too outstanding, really. Again, that was another missed opportunity to potentially have a modern Federation aesthetic as a flight deck carrier with 2 hangar bays.
Right.
But yeah, there we go. So yeah.
So
that's pretty much it.
Well, it sounds like good thoughts to me, Mark. So
I mean, part of it's just based off watching the reviews from like the 3 or 4 different content creators that make videos about it. But yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that on our YouTube channel very shortly. We're going to have our own build videos. They won't be mine because I'm terrible at making build videos. But our good friend Jesse has picked up the bundle too, and he is going to be doing some builds of that. So that'd be pretty cool.
Nice.
Ooh, Sarah's finally gotten The Witcher. Okay, let's get out the unskippable cutscene. Did you think you can run from me?
There is no place where I cannot find you.
Oh no.
So I think the interesting thing will be, I wonder what the next legendary bundle will be. Like I'm assuming that it's probably going to keep with the same pattern that we've had over the last year or two, which is like a 2-ship bundle or a single ship one. But I think we've gone through. I think all the single ship ones have been done, which are generally like faction plus like level to 65 plus legendary ships, such as like the bug ship, and they've done all of them. They've got one for Disco. They've got one for Romulan, KDF,
Discovery.
They've cut, and then even the 2409 with the Vesta. So they've kind of ticked all the boxes. So unless they're going to kind of create a new spin on that single legendary ship. And the problem they've got with those ones is that they're really overpriced because I think they're like maybe 12,000 at full price, and then on offer they're like 7,800 because they only, when they first go on sale, I think they maybe are on sale for 50%.
Yeah,
but then they never put them back on at that price, and they're only one ship. So for one ship, it's like 7,800 Zen. For most of them, apart from like the Dreadnought, the Galaxy Dreadnought, or the Gemini Vanguard bug ship. But the rest of them are so overpriced that just stay away. What they need to do is a separate sale for those legendary captain bundles. They need to be 50%, and then 35% for as they already do for all of the other bundles.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'm interested to see what we might get for the next two ship. If we get a 2-ship legendary bundle, what 2 ships might we get for that?
Legendary.
Have you got any?
Legendary Enterprise J.
Have you got any guesses?
Legendary Enterprise J.
Or hopes? Like, I don't know anything. So some people have speculated that the War 359 had a the remastered skin for the Nebula, like the one with like the 2 extra nacelles on the top of it.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool to see.
So maybe they might use that as something for making, because I've thought for a while that Legendary Nebula is probably on the Nebula is probably on the list as something that could be legendary.
Yeah.
And generally what they seem to have done is they've got a pattern of 1 Federation, 1 non-Federation in these
bundles.
More recently, like previously it would be like 2 Romulan ships, but now they've done like 1 Federation, 1 KDF, 1 Federation, 1 Romulan. That's kind of been the more recent pattern of the 2-ship bundles. So I think, maybe this time round we would get like, again, 1 Federation and 1 non-Federation. So I'm just kind of interested in what they might do with that.
True. I mean, I would really, really like to see a Legendary Enterprise J. I'm just saying.
So go ahead. I'm talking too much.
Well, no, it's fine. Don't worry. No, Mark, you say interesting things. No, if I get a Legendary Enterprise J, I will be, and I want in the pack, I would like all 3 of the ships remastered in legendary form that you get in the pack. The 3 future ones.
Yeah.
That would just make me very happy, and then have them as account unlocks, and then every time I go into tutorial, I would fly the Enterprise J into tutorial, just for the hell. Even though you can't technically fly them in the tutorial, I would at least be able to skip the tutorial and then fly them in the first mission. It would be great. It would make me happy.
I feel like the J is not quite popular enough. It would probably have to go into the Muds bundle to be an account unlock.
Oh well, I'll take it in that. I'll take it in that. Anyway,
is it not already in the Muds?
No, it's
not.
It's not in the. You'd think by now it would be, but it's not.
Didn't they bring out like those really big ones into the Muds, or was that something else?
It's not the J. Trust me, if it was in a Muds bundle, I wouldn't be talking about this.
I
would just.
So I think that's probably a Muds bundle. So I think, so my ideas. Well, I think there's only a certain amount of possibilities, and they still have lots and lots of options, right? So Federation-wise, there's still quite a few like legendary ships they could do. Nebula definitely being one of them. But if we're thinking about, I think the Federation ones are easier to find, but the non-Federation ones, so they could do like a legendary Keldon, Gaylor, Cardassian. There's no legendary Cardassian ship.
Oh yeah, good point.
That could be quite a good one. I mean, and maybe a Nebula and Cardassian is quite good, because I think the Nebula is a TNG era ship, and the Keldon Gaylor sort of straddles across TNG and DS9. So that could pair quite nicely together. The other one is, so like the Jem'Hadar, you could do like the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought carrier is, I think the Valiant fights against that in DS9.
Yes, it does. That would be interesting to see.
So they could do a legendary version of that, and then that would give the, I mean, really the Jem'Hadar and they could make it the flagship version or something like that. I think the problem is that the Jem'Hadar don't really have an actual flagship ship with the flagship technology consoles and all that kind of stuff. The closest they've got is like Odo's Dreadnought or whatever, which is like a 4-4 command. It's like it's quite average. Whereas if you had like a legendary Dreadnought carrier or whatever the heck it is, that's pretty that's a nice strong one. And I think maybe even the Dominion battle cruiser was in the TV show at some point, but I'm not 100% sure about that one.
Okay.
But I definitely know the Dreadnought carrier was definitely in it. So
nice. Well, I hate to cut you short there, Mark, but it is the end of the stream.
Yeah. I mean, I need to go to bed anyway soon.
So do I. We're both British. Well, thank you so much, everyone, especially for Mark for talking to me, and of course Martin's been talking to me for ages. Thank you for talking to me, Martin. And let me pull up my script rather than gibbering on. So that wraps it up for episode 85. Would you believe I've done 85 of these, Mark? That's kind of scary. I've done 85. But this is the end of episode 85 Accolade Hunter. Before we go, I'd like to remind you about our sister show, Priority 1 Armada Live, which broadcasts every Saturday to bring you all the latest Star Trek online and Priority 1 Armada news. Don't forget to follow our channels on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube to be notified about our next show, and of course enter our giveaway to earn 10 lockbox keys, a fleet ship upgrade token, and of course a fleet ship module. So definitely go and get one of those. Mark, you know what you want to enter, and all you got to do is leave a like, follow us on Twitter, and leave a comment on our tweet. It's pinned to our profile so you can enter. And if you'd like to talk with us during the week, then definitely enter our chat channel, which is /channel_join space priority 1 all one word, and then hit the enter key. And then if you're interested in joining our fleets, you can head over to priority1armada.com and sign up. We have multiple Federation and KDF fleets for you to start your career in the Priority 1 Armada. This episode of Accolade Hunter would not be possible without our Patreon supporters who put their support through patreon.com. If you'd like to join their number, you can head over to patreon.com/Priority1Armada. It's your support that keeps us going. And of course, a special thanks to Wala Coyote, Sayar, Ken, Teacher Guy, Amajan, Tazan, Azar, Four, Seal, B Film Fan, Miller, Jura, Eric Olin, Cat, Astro, Quicksilver, Farnsworth, Riker Carlson, Frank S, Zim, Mallory, Maiku, Darth Riz, Boota, Spud, Gojira. And before we go, I'd like to say a special thank you to Jason Smith, our artist, and I'd like to say a very, very, very special thank to Mark for joining me this week. And finally, of course, a big thank you to you, because without you, none of this would be possible. So let's go send our support somewhere else. Let's see who else is doing a stream. Let's go do a raid. Who is playing some Star Trek? Let's see. Star Trek. Who else is playing Star Trek? A couple of people. Oh, let's go join Farscape Official, who apparently is also playing Star Trek Online. Perfect. Just clap. Saturn. Cool. Let's go. And it looks like let's send a raid.
I think that the Farscape Official might just literally be streaming Farscape, the program, and not playing STO, which is what they've been doing for the last.
Why are they doing that? What the hell?
I think it's been up for the last week or two or something like that. It's a bit unusual.
Okay, let's not do that then, and actually send our raid to someone actually playing a Star Trek game. Someone playing Star Trek Surgeon, someone playing Star Trek Fleet Command. We're playing Star Trek Online. Good. Well, let's send you guys over there to Italian Girl. They're playing a Fleet Command stream. Well, guys, they are literally Italian. This is not going very well for us, is it? This raid. Something went wrong with the raid. Well, that's not good. Okay, so we're going to have to send everyone to start. There's someone playing Star Trek Resurgence. Let's go to their stream. Okay, guys, live long and prosper. Have an awesome day. Bye, everyone. Actually, they're not even playing either. What's going? Why is no one raid worthy today? What's going on? No one is playing anything. Okay, there's someone playing Star Trek Online. Let's send them over. Live long and prosper, guys. Have fun. Bye.